Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, and welcome back to The Lift with Sheila Robinson-Kiss, your Auntie Sheila. We've got it all here on this channel: mental health, movement, motivation, and the best relationship advice around. I'll be back real soon with one of our walks, but I received a note, and I thought, this is just a wonderful topic to check in on. So I'm going to just read Sherry's note to you. And I want to spend some time talking about how to make these holidays meaningful, special, and most importantly, how to unwrap yourself during this holiday season. So let's get into this, keeping in mind that for some folks, the holidays are, it's a wonderful time, blissful, happy. Other people immediately go into stress mode. So let's see what Sherry has to tell us today. Dear Sheila, this happens every year. I feel so much pressure around making these holidays perfect. I never feel like I have enough time or money to pull it off. This year, the pressure is really on because my sister and her family are coming to stay with us for the holidays. I want everyone to have a good time. But why is it that I never have a good time over the holidays? Thanks so much for your thoughts, Sherry. Again, I love it when you all send me these notes, because 9 times out of 10, they are right on time. And listen, Sherry, you've come to the right place. If anyone else is struggling in this area, what I want you to do, you can always pause, play. Okay, go get yourself a nice warm tea, coffee, hot cocoa. If you need something a little stronger, just sip it so you can get through the video and really absorb the message. I want to go over a couple things to ensure that your holidays are lifted this year, especially if they've been stressful for you in the past. I want to just go to the core meaning, a pure definition, laying it all out here. For holiday, that root word, holy day, we just combine the words. For some folks, holidays has nothing to do with religion or spirituality. That is fine. That is fine. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. You have an option here on how you're going to engage in these holidays. So for me, the holidays, they are spiritual. It is a time to renew, reset, reflect on the gifts and the bounty that come from God. Again, in my humble opinion, it is a time also to look behind us, but look ahead. What kind of course do you want to chart for yourself in the year ahead? And so a couple things unfortunate that have occurred over the years. The holidays, there's a very serious commercial spin to all of this, making people feel pressure to run out. I have to look the right way. I have to buy the perfect gift. I have to be the perfect hostess. And let me go back to what I said originally. You get to choose. You get to decide. And if that is your thing, making everything perfect, being the perfect hostess, if that is what brings you joy, truly from your heart, enjoy it. If you like it, I love it. But what I'm zeroing in on is this pressure that people are feeling, pressurized to make this some, Martha Stewart magical moment. I want you to keep 3 things in mind. Number 1, you are the gift, okay? What I found particularly over the last 3 years or so, do you want to know the gift that people really long for? They're longing for the gift of connection, They're longing for you. I'm not a big gift giver here at Christmas. I do a little something for my daughter, but I'm just not big on running out and whipping out, this cash or credit cards on cue, because that's what the programming has been for so many of us over the years. But I'll tell you what I am big on is really reflection around this area of connection. How connected are you, number one, to yourself? And we'll get into some more of that in a little bit. Your thoughts, your growth, your development. How connected are you to the people in your life, your pets as well? How connected are you to your purpose? All of these things matters. Your hobbies, and going back to relational connection. You can have all the money in the world, all the gifts in the world, but what I've seen really move people around the holidays is just the thought that someone cares, those warm check-ins, gathering of friends, if you will. And by no means, I'm not a Scrooge at all. I really do enjoy the holidays, but I want to give a news flash to everyone. I think a very small portion of the gifts that you'll spend your hard-earned money for, a very small portion of those are truly treasured. I'm not going to say that none of them are treasured. Many are, but, parents go out and buy all these toys, they end up being carted off within a year. You're whipping out credit cards and cash. And I want you to just keep that in mind. Before you do that, let's look at them. If you want to purchase gifts, great. Let's look at the meaning behind it. One of the most beautiful gifts that I ever received, and I lost track of this friend. She moved out of the country, and I just didn't hear from her after that. But a beautiful neighbor of mine just slipped under my door. I was living in a brownstone in Wisconsin at the time, and a beautiful handwritten note. She filled every line. The writing was so small, I had to squint my eyes to read it. And to this day, all those years later, it just warmed my heart. I was sitting in this apartment by myself on this particular year, and this beautiful note comes under. I'm like, oh my God, it's everything. She said so many beautiful things to me that I still remember to this day. How beautiful is that? The card was probably 99 cents, but the thought was worth millions and millions as far as I'm concerned. So people, the gifts are fine, but you're the gift of your time, the gift of your love, the gift of your connection, if you will. Secondly, however you're going to celebrate, I want you to put your unique signature on it. Another thing that the human spirit longs for is the freedom of expression. This cookie cutter way of doing things. Well, if I put up a tree, it's got to look this way. If I'm engaging with my family, it's got to look this way. Put your signature on it and sign it boldly or softly. Whatever you're going to do, I just encourage you to be present in the moment and understand that there's more than one way to go about celebrating. Some of you, you're having people in your home and you're really not happy about it. That's what hotels are for. I hate to get, blunt out here with it, but that can be very stressful if you have people in your home and they're not pleasant. If they're pleasant and lovable, that's great. If not, there's nothing wrong, but that's what the hotels are for. Better yet, I'll go even further. Do they even really want to fly all the way in, or have you just been doing it because it's a habit and a tradition? But perhaps everyone would be happy staying in their own home, eating their own food. We need to take a key look at this stuff here and how we're doing it. Are we doing it out of habit, or because you're really ready to be present in the moment? And then, speaking of presence, someone sent me a note the other day, and this was a person already putting out this laundry list of what they wanted. This gentleman was in a relationship with someone. Here's what I want. from his girlfriend. Here's what I want for Christmas. Okay, that's a turnoff. That's a turnoff right there. Okay, it's what the person wants to give you from their heart. And this individual was already nervous. I don't know, it's a long list. Can I get all this stuff? If you're in a relationship experiencing that kind of pressure, think twice. Please think twice. Okay. And thirdly, this is really key. Let's unwrap a wonderful gift this year. Let's spend some time unwrapping ourselves. The hustle, the bustle, the stress. How connected are you to the treasures found within? Have you had an opportunity to kick up your heels, to commune with self over some coffee, some tea, to kick up your heels? Reflection on all that you are, your contributions in the world. What other contributions do you want to make? And most people who are listening to, some of you are going to say, yeah, Sheila, I've been watching your channel for a while. I do it all the time. Some of you are going to say, I don't remember the last time that I did that. When was the last time I unwrapped the gift of myself, the care, the love, the warm words? When's the last time I sat to refuel and really sit and refuel myself? So look, these are things I'm laying it out like I always do, because this message, someone needed to share this. You don't have to continue. If the holiday style, the way you do it or the way it's done hasn't made you happy, I know people say, you know what? I'm just going to go away. I want to pack my bags. I'm going to do it that way this year. I've had other people tell me, you know what? We've been so quiet. We rarely open up our homes. I'm going to do it that way this year. Some people say, you know what? We're not going to do gifts, but we are going to take a collection and we're going to go ahead and give it to a charitable organization who needs it. Then I have other people, Sheila, we're going to do it the way we've always done it. We all love it. We fully get into the swing of it. Whatever you're going to do, do it from the heart. Do it in a spirit of gratitude and renewal. And I just don't think you can go wrong. Now, I would be remiss, I give you the practical, I give you the clinical, and I like to give you the spiritual. If you're not feeling that fullness and that peace this year, I'm going to encourage you, as I do all the time, go to the source. Go to the source, the Lord, the creator of all creation, and just sit. And sometimes, we're praying, but we're not sitting to receive the information and the answers. They get downloaded into your spirit. If you're longing for that internal renewal, just sit. Ask the Lord for it. See what drops in. You're going to get some specific instructions and directives for healing and renewal. Follow what you hear. Follow what you hear and prepare to have a wonderful holiday season. Listen, Sheila Robinson-Kiss, Auntie Sheila. I'll be back very soon with some more wonderful video messages for you. We're going to take some walks the way we always do it. So stay tuned.